Got bones on bones on bones. And we've got purpose. Today we're talking purpose. We're talking fixation, purpose on why you and why I and why Tucker are sitting here together today, tomorrow, and future episodes. That's what we're talking purpose. So sit down, listen to us today as the thought runs through it.
So Andrew, I'm back in town.
Back in town because where were you?
I was in the desert.
The desert. The Lone Ranger out in the deserts.
Yep.
What
Lone
were you doing
Ranger.
out there?
I was in a city called Las Vegas,
Las Vegas.
which was
Elvis's playground.
yeah, it was 107 degrees on average there.
Oh, really?
Every day.
It was that warm.
Yeah, and it was windy, so it was like a blow dryer in your face all day. So that was pretty fun.
Oh, windy. 107 and windy. So
Yeah.
just dry heat and windy.
Mm-hmm.
So like you had just gravel in your face the whole time, and sand and dust everywhere.
Yeah, man, it was it fucking
That
sucked.
doesn't sound too enjoyable.
Mm-mm. But I was used to that because I lived in Phoenix, so I know exactly how that feels.
You were a Phoenix resident.
Yeah, so I
Ooh,
was.
backstory on our man Nathan.
I adapted.
You
very well.
adaptable son of a gun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was hot, and it was boring.
Usually, where the temperatures are warmer, I'd say the attraction of the opposite sex, which either way you're looking at, is more attractive.
Yeah, you can tell that for sure. A lot of good-looking waitresses, floor attendants.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I can imagine. I can only imagine. I went down there once, and actually, it was the first grocery store I saw with a liquor aisles. There was 3 full aisles of liquor. I remember running up and down each aisle as an 18-year-old child, and first time seeing that, like, oh, whoa! And so then my buddy's like, "Oh yeah, we're just in Havasu. We can't get in trouble. Just grab one and run."
Oh, okay.
So they all grabbed one and ran, and I didn't grab one, but I ran, and we didn't get in trouble, and we got drunk. Yeah, Havasu 2000,
Havasu.
2005. Havasu 2005.
That's insane.
Yeah, back, it was crazy. It was a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Right?
Yeah, but it was Havasu, and then we went and partied out on the river in London Bridge, and convinced my buddy not to jump off a London Bridge because he probably would have smashed his face.
Being a good friend, Andrew.
Yeah, it was a good like 2.5 hour talk.
Yeah.
Conversation, it was a real heart-to-heart conversation. But anywho, how was your last week?
It was good. Busy. Did a lot of BS in
Did a lot of BSing.
Vegas.
Did you BS in Vegas? How much BS in Vegas did
A lot.
you do?
I did a lot. You can tell I did so much my voice was going out.
So much BS and your voice is going out.
Yeah, man, it was Vegas is a different city, especially in the middle of the week, because we went on Monday. Let's see, I flew in, landed, went to the hotel room, stayed at the beautiful Palms Resort.
You went to the strip club just behind the alley at the Palms?
I did not go to the strip club. I could have.
You did some crack in some secondhand hotel.
No, I did not do that either. I am a 30-year-old Nathan does Vegas much different than 25-year-old Nathan, or even 21-year-old Nathan, who we've all been there at those times in his life, and did Vegas the right way the first and second time, I believe, and then this time I acted like I was an old tourist, stingy tourist.
Saw a couple things and enjoyed flicking the channels.
Yeah, that was the first time I got to just lay in bed and flip channels and watch commercials.
Nice.
Like it was really kind of fun.
Pretty enjoyable though.
Yeah, because just me in this room with 2 queen beds. What's always bugs the fuck out of me. Just give me one bed. I don't need 2 queen beds.
Yeah, just put them together.
I just need one big bed. That's all I need.
One big bed.
I was on 25th floor, and that hotel was completely under construction. So from 6 a.m. till about midnight, it was jackhammering and the gracious sounds of backing up. Beep.
Did you
beep,
leave a
beep.
comment in on the table for the housekeepers to pick up?
I did. I shit on the desk.
Did you? Good. Good.
The look on your face, Liv, was like, you're like, good. Yeah, you really meant it.
Dead serious.
Yeah. No, I didn't shit on the desk.
It's deserved.
There was probably some towels they probably shouldn't have touched.
Well, the housekeepers don't deserve that, but like the company. So like, I would hope the housekeepers would like, you shit on you shit on some of the papers that they put on the desk.
Oh yeah,
in the room. So then the housekeepers pick up those papers and then take those papers and show the manager, and then the manager takes those papers and shows them to the board members, or however it goes down, and it says, see, our customers are literally shitting on us.
Yeah. It's probably never gonna happen.
No. Corporate America.
No.
Greed.
But it was bullshit because
Trumpism.
the fucking seminar stuff I had to go to, there was one big ballroom.
Okay.
And then down the hall there was like 4 or 5 breakout rooms, right? And so every breakout room, either the like projector didn't fucking work, or you could hear the construction. And when I mean construction, I mean like that's all you could hear was
on the
like
other
the
side
jackhammer
of
of like the. And then like trying to learn during that, or like even like trying to pay attention.
Unproductive.
Yeah, so it would really suck. So the palms, although it's probably going to be very beautiful when they're done, sucks dick. So
call it a 1 star out of 5.
Yeah, 1 out of
star.
It's definitely the worst hotel I've stayed at in Vegas, and I've stayed at
Really?
the Luxor, the Wynn, Mandalay Bay, and the Bellagio. So, and the Rio. So 5. So I've never stayed in the same place twice. And that's definitely the worst one out of all of them.
Nice.
So that's been Nathan's Las Vegas Review Corner segment.
Nice.
Oh, we can't use that one.
The only time I have stayed in Vegas, I spent $200 for a week in this hotel that was like a quarter-mile away from the Strip.
So
on the edge.
Nice. So
and
maybe the exact opposite of the trip I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Sketchball City.
Did you meet any
You put
good
things
people?
in retrospect. It wasn't too bad.
Retrospect.
Yeah. Yo, bro.
Respect the retrospect.
Retrospect.
Going back in
time. Remember?
Scratch it, reverse it.
It just went back. Would be the fact that
the past
like
looks different. It looks a lot like the present.
I feel like I thought about this before.
I feel like I've been here. Bill and Ted. Anyways, tell us about, we're back in 2005, 6-ish, 7-ish,
No, like
9-ish.
9.
9-ish. We're in 2009.
2009.
We're in Las Vegas. Andrew steps off the bus. Walk me through it.
Oh, and we look around and we got a bag, and
Like a duffel bag,
duffel bag,
or
black,
like with the
duffel.
homeless guy with the stick bag.
Nope, duffel bag.
Okay.
like a black duffel bag.
Sure.
It's got the 2-handled. You can put it with one arm, or it has the sling strap.
Ooh, nice.
You can put it over the side, but it's a big black duffel bag, probably about at least 4 feet long.
Sure.
Altogether.
What's What is within the duffel bag?
Oh, that was everything I owned at the time.
Right.
That was everything I owned at the time. That was, oh shoot, that was the coolest sneaks I had, from blankets from when I was a kid to, you know, nice shirt to undershirts. You know, it was just a duffel bag of everything I needed.
Just pack and go.
Yeah, in different situations and what I'd need and what I couldn't let go, I brought with me, and I went. I went to Vegas, and I enjoyed some of what Vegas had to offer,
Sure.
which
sure.
wasn't too enjoyable.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
Some different odd things, new experiences, and met some good people. I'll put all the credit to the people I met on that journey, who then helped that way get back to Missoula
Oh,
eventually.
nice. Good
Yeah,
perspective.
I met a guy on the bus ride to Vegas I was on, until he got off in Georgia, Utah,
Yeah,
or
man.
Nevada, Georgia, Utah,
I think it's Georgia, Utah. I think so.
Georgia, Utah. Yeah, before he got off there, we ended up getting a conversation. So it was like a 10-hour trip, and took me like the last hour, 2 hours to strike a conversation. Like, hey, we grew up, like, I overheard, and I grew up like, 2 hours from you. I know all what you're talking about. Hey, my name's Andrew. You went to school in Missoula. And we ended up kicking it.
Sure.
We ended up having a good relationship, and he told me, I'll call you in a couple days in Vegas, and we'll go from there.
Oh, nice.
And
Making connections before you even get to Vegas. Look at you networking,
but
bro.
but but the thing was, like, I didn't think it would actually happen. You meet a lot of different type of people in that area, and who knows what's true, what's not. I'm down in Vegas a couple nights after I bought that hotel room for a week,
Right.
and he calls. He's like, I just got off the bus. Here I am. Where are you at? Blah, blah, blah. And I happen to be just literally down the street from him. And so I go and meet him, and there he is. The guy I met on the bus before. He stays the night in that hotel room. I snuck him in because it was real kind of low key. Like,
Right.
they knew who was in and out of that place.
Right.
Like, they didn't allow, like, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the Palms Casino
Yeah,
open lobby.
concrete walls
Yeah.
and steel elevators. And,
Sure, gotcha.
But then we ended up taking a bus out of Las Vegas and meeting a friend, and stayed on Huntington Beach for a couple nights.
Wait, to LA, you mean? Took a bus to LA?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Took a bus to LA, then to Huntington Beach, and stayed on Huntington Beach for a couple of days.
Sweet.
Then Ventura Beach for a couple of days.
So you've been to the land of Hollywood, man. That's kind of cool. I know
Well,
that.
not a lot of sightseeing. More, we were on the beach, I'd say, more than anything.
Right.
And yeah, it was a crazy experience. And then we somehow got these flights to Seattle,
Oh.
and stayed with my ex-girlfriend, Julie, my high school sweetheart.
Right. Who she's in college at this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to Seattle University. And
You crashed with her at like the dorms or what?
no, she had an apartment.
Oh, okay.
It was on her like junior or senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd surprise her, and we had been broken up for like maybe 6-9 months.
Right.
And she's like, I'm gonna kill you, but yeah, like, made this big huff and buff, and like, oh, I don't know. So then, what do you want me to do? She's like, well, of course, get over here, and blah blah blah. And so, like, we ended up
Oh, that's sweet of her.
getting to her place, making dinner, and going to the market next Saturday, and
Nice.
getting a whole bunch of dinner, and make dinner, and have a good time. And have a good time.
Sure, sure.
And and then the buddy I was with, the guy who I met on the bus, had a friend drive from Missoula who was from Bozeman, drive from Missoula to Seattle to pick us up in car to drive us back.
Oh shit.
And so then I magically got in the car with them and made it back to Missoula, and he dropped me off at my buddy's house, who I hadn't talked to in a couple of years, and stayed on his couch and with my duffel bag. And everything I have from here on out is from then. That's where life began, was from.
That was Andrew 2.0.
Yeah,
From then
yeah,
on?
exactly. Andrew 2.0. Andrew 2.0. That was. But
That's a wild fucking story. Wild.
it is kind of wild. Like you get in some of the sub stories that you could go on for hours with.
Sure.
Like there's some funny ones, some interesting ones, and some unique ones. That's for sure. Like,
As he says with the biggest smile I've ever seen in my life.
like
That's for sure.
this band that they were friends with, and we went and saw down by the beach, and that were great. And apparently they had connections with Montana somehow, and I don't know, but they were great. I just remember, like, I'm sleeping on this floor with like 6 other people in sleeping bags, and they're just dropping their CD, wrapped in cellophane on everybody who's sleeping, just right on their chests. And I'm awake, but I don't want them to know that I'm awake. And here I am, like, oh, they dropped one on me. Oh, I'm gonna listen to this so much. And lo and behold, yeah, I that was a great.
Still have the CD?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
do you know
no.
what was the band name? Do you know?
Gosh, no, I don't remember the band name anymore. They were good though. They were good.
The Strokes?
It was my old computer that got busted by some by some youngins.
Oh.
Youths.
Yep. Fucking
some youths. I know my old computer that had all my good music on it, and I haven't collected music since then. It was back like 2007, 8.
Right.
My computer got
And
ravaged by youths.
Yeah. Music has evolved. I don't know for the better or not.
Yeah, but Drake. Guess who's this guy, Drake?
He just came out with an album.
But did you hear Tribe Called Quest's new CD that came out recently?
Yes.
Nice.
That is a good one.
Their video of one of those songs from that album just came out.
Oh, which one?
Space Traveler, Space Time, Space something.
Okay. I haven't listened to that album in a while. That is a great album.
It's pretty good.
Even though, rest in peace, Fife Dog.
Yeah, Fife.
He's on a little bit of it, isn't he?
Fife was pretty raw. Yeah. I was a big fan of that addition he brought to Tribe Called Quest back in the day.
I always thought Busta was always a part of it. I guess he was just kind of in and out too.
No, I'm just a bud. Just a buddy of the crew. But the original Tribe Called Quest, man, like they did something for hip hop. They did something purposefully for hip hop.
Yeah.
It wasn't just numbers of listeners and nines and guns and hip hop and number of 8 balls and drugs and whatnot. It was a purposeful message that they were trying to get through, of the inequalities that were going on that time, that are still going on that time. And I think that's why they decided to get back in the stream, is to try to get that message back out there of what they can do on the platform of this is inequality. I believe that 110%. I think there's some radical things going on in our country right now, and I think inequality is the prover of that.
Yeah,
and also the the volcano of that. It will be
Volcano. That sounds destructive.
it will be the destructive force of us
Mm-hmm.
that will then domino effect to whatever. Donald Trump as the controller of our nuclear power against a war against North Korea. Just out in the news the last couple days, they're not dismantling their nuclear power.
Andrew, stop talking. The government knows you're talking about
The
it.
government has Air Force flying
Okay,
by.
they're gone. Sorry, I mean to interrupt you, but I didn't want to get shot. So you're talking about Trump, North Korea. He's got the weapons. We're in a war with him, hypothetically.
Yeah, and we're hypothetically in war with them, with Trump behind the controls.
Right. And that worries you.
Does that not worry you?
I
A
think there's
person of
enough.
that rationale,
I think there's
who
enough.
has no sense of moral, no sense
Right.
of virtue, no sense of dignity, no sense of right, no sense of humbleness to understand of what that type of power, that type of say does in the world, affects the butterfly effect. What you may say will flicker, and that's essentially what it is. It's like a dismantled and corrupt butterfly flapping through our universe,
Sure.
and setting tidal waves through what is normal.
Oh man, you sound distraught.
I am
Andrew.
distraught with the way our government is moving, and now that he has another Supreme Court justice
Yeah.
pick,
Oh, Mr. Kennedy retired. Sounds like Trump made him a sweet deal to get the fuck out. So yeah, he's got two shots now at getting two justices into the courts. But as we know, that's a long process, and it has to go through a lot of votes. They need a lot of yays, 51 to be exact, to get for Congress for someone to be approved. So it could be a very long, drawn out process to even get one done. But they get two done before, let's say hypothetically, that Trump doesn't get reelected. He's got what, two years at most to try to get that done before election season starts out for him again. So yeah, it's gonna be a fucking battle, and he better pick someone that he knows he can get one through. Otherwise, that's gonna look bad on his legacy as a president, and that's what he worries about. So he's got to get one through, and he'll probably pick a woman because he said he would.
because he just grabs them by the pussy out of the air
He does.
and puts them in the place.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, we got two open seats now.
No, it's ridiculous, and I like the democratic approach of saying that while going back off of Nixon and being impeached, that Trump shouldn't have that right as a president while under federal investigation because of the Mueller stuff.
Right.
I 110% agree that should be, with whatever laws that are in place, that should be enacted. That right there alone, politics aside, good, bad, whatever side you're on, that law should be enacted and followed by. I feel like and that's just common sense. Yeah, it's more in favor on my partisan, but you know, shoes on other feet. What would you expect?
Sure.
But we're not in a rational world right now.
Sure.
Washington is not built. The stones of Washington and the White House are not built on common sense. They're built on, pun intended, bricks.
Yeah. Power. Sense of power.
Unnecessarily given power.
Yeah.
Like unrightfully given power. And that's what the Trump family is. Yeah, sure, they made some good deals because they have that position. Fucking unnecessarily, unrighteously given power.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Donald Trump,
What about him? What about him? What
he's
about
going to
him?
be in our fair state on the 5th of July.
Yeah, 5th of July here in middle of Montana, right in our bread belt,
Yeah.
bread basket of
Yeah, right in
Montana.
where the mountains meet the plains.
The rivers say goodbye to the rest of the land, and
No,
it's
the rivers
just
are there. They're just not as raging.
they're not
They're
as
not as cool.
streams and irrigation ditches for
Hmm.
the next 100, 300 miles.
What we're getting at is he's going to be in Great Falls.
Great Falls, Montana.
And I think
The
the only
great
reason why he
city
has to
of
be
Great
there
Falls.
is because that's where the Air Force
The
base
falls
is.
are great.
Yes. So I don't think we have
Lewis
a
and Clark
um,
found some falls and had the canoe up, and then discovered how great they were,
yeah.
and then went back down and had a party with the Indians.
Thus started Great Falls.
And this is where Pocahontas got impregnated with Meriwether Lewis.
Didn't they say he was gay? One of them was gay?
No, I don't know.
Because all the men had syphilis except him?
I don't know about that. But who got with the female female guide?
Pocahontas? Or not Pocahontas, Sacagawea.
Yeah,
She was already pregnant.
she was already pregnant.
I thought so.
But I thought one of the white male.
Yeah, it was some French guy, like Jean-Luc or some shit.
Yeah, one of them, Meriwether Lewis or Clark. I thought it was one of them that got her pregnant.
No, man. Well, it was let's see.
If you want to fact check this, you can fact check this at cluelessandlark at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
I'm so glad we
or you can hit
chose
us up,
that name.
direct message us, like, subscribe at Instagram, YouTube, all that fun jazz. Just search bar us. A thought runs through it. We'll be there. We'd like to hear from you, your ins, your outs, your thoughts that might run through you.
Mhm.
We'd like to hear it. We might run through them. Because most likely we're running through the same thoughts, and we want to group together as a thoughtful community and get together and run through thoughts together that are purposeful, that are
So many
thoughtful,
thoughtful thoughts.
and make a difference in the world. We've got too many crazy things going on in the world.
That's crazy.
And we want to make a purpose. We want to make a talk pointful,
Mhm.
and we want to encourage thoughtful talk. But yet, we also want to have a fun time. So we encourage thoughtful, silly play. Here you go. We're about to wrap. My boy Nathan. 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 My boy. My boy. My boy.
You're saying the same things over. That's not really rapping.
I'm building up the beat, dog.
All right, man. Well,
The-
I was a little worried. I thought you
being
were.
our editor.
I thought you were
I thought
having
you
a
had
stroke.
patience. Yeah, I'm letting the beat build, dog.
Oh, okay.
Where's our patience? Where's our patience?
Sorry, I was throwing the beat down, and I got a little concerned. I
Yeah,
saw the look in
and I
your
was
eye, and I thought
building
you
it.
just went blank.
I was building on your beat.
You started to get the shark eyes. They got a little black.
I did because it was down the lane.
You were in the future
Yeah, because I was building on the beat that
because
you
you knew how many
created.
bars you were going to spit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
Exactly.
interrupted you. I stopped you.
yeah,
I stopped your process.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Eminem is not gonna the modern day Eminem is not gonna be created now.
Right.
That could have been the first
Right.
CD that MC Frizz Nasty made.
Yeah.
Like the world would have been blown away, but now no.
Featuring TJ LaCroix.
Now, yeah, DJ LaCroix.
Yeah, man. I just basically I grabbed Michelangelo and pushed him off the ladder when he was painting the Sistine
went to-
Chapel.
Yeah,
I just stopped it.
You just fucking came all over the 16th Chapel ceiling.
Yeah, I just made Steve Jobs' mom not give him up for adoption.
Or you just made Steve Jobs' dad poor enough to not have a garage.
You never knew his dad.
Well, I'm sure it was he.
Didn't you read the book or watch the movie on
No,
it?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Never have. Well, what if Steve Jobs didn't have a
adopted.
garage?
Well, he was adopted. I should say his real dad.
Bill Gates. What if Bill Gates didn't have a garage? Whose garage was it?
I don't know. Could be
Fact checked us
fact check
at
us.
cluousandlark@gmail.com.
So Sacagawea's husband, his name was Toussaint Charbonneau.
Oh, was it the black guy? It was the black Frenchman.
No, he wasn't black. He was a
It was
Quebec
he was a Frenchman.
trapper,
He was a French trapper.
as the old Wikipedia calls him. He is also known as the captor/husband of Sacagawea.
Capture slash husband.
Yeah, what's his?
Oh, is that what they called it in those days?
Yeah.
Capture slash husband.
She had 2 kids.
Two.
So the one she was pregnant with during
two
the,
Oreos.
during the
French.
the baby died in childhood.
Uh-oh.
Lisette Charbonneau was the first child, and then there was Jean Baptiste Charbonneau.
Jean Baptiste is the famous one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Sacagawea was an amazing woman. I wanna give a shout out to her, and to the Frenchman who hopefully gave her good care, and yeah.
Yeah, so be always the issue, Andrew.
And it's not,
Good.
because we're an open podcast, which is a good segue to what
Like
I want to
these
talk
beers.
about. Yeah, open like these beers, and open about this conversation we're about to have.
Open like you're gay?
No,
Oh,
straight as an arrow. I have a girlfriend, but
gays have girlfriends too.
I do want to open up the conversation of why we're here, Nathan, and I want to give our listeners our firsthand perspective on why we are doing what we're doing here on A Thought Runs Through It. What our purpose, what our base, what are our thoughts that really do conjure up the things we want to run through.
Sure.
So, what is it to you that why are you here? Why are you here, Nathan?
You mean specifically like the podcast? Like what?
Yeah,
why
yeah,
do
yeah,
this?
no, yeah. We're talking about the podcast.
Okay,
We're talking
sure.
about A Thought Runs Through It.
Um,
Why do you want the thoughts to run through you?
I think it's a weird kind of therapy for me. I think it just feels good to get something down on, even though it's not like hard copy, but something down in real life to kind of prove that I'm here and that I'm working through things and I'm trying to better myself and also trying to learn at the same time, you know. So I think it's one of those. It's just like a fun thing to do where it feels like it relieves a lot of stress and it gives me an outlet to be creative. And that's the hard part because like I don't have time to do all the old fun creative stuff I used to do. But so this is one that we kind of do a good job of planning every week. We always try to shoot for Wednesdays and the weekend.
Hint: watch out for Wednesdays and Friday nights coming out with new episodes. Thought Runs Through It. Check us out. Continue.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I thought. That's why I like doing it, and I think it's fun. I think we can maybe serve a purpose for some people out there in one shape or another, whether it be comic relief or just a familiar voice, or just something that reminds them of home.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at right there, right, hitting home, right where you were saying the last couple of sentences there is for our listeners, what's the purpose for them to listen to us? Is it all comic relief and nonsense and good laughs? Is it something to actually think about and listen and work through, or is it something to maybe learn and listen from? And that's what I see it as. All is what I want to exactly connections with our community,
Mm-hmm.
the Missoula, Montana the general western Montana area, Pacific Northwest, America. I don't really want to classify myself into one organism. I'm a person of all walks of life. I've seen and been able to grow and understand and be humbled by knowing that we are all people out here trying to survive, and so I don't have a lot of unnecessary and improper bias,
Right.
that outlooks in life. And I want to reach other like minds and listen and learn from others and what others' experiences might be. Have it be in a local Montana community where maybe some listeners might not expect of that's what Montana is all about.
Right.
If they are across the world in Australia, like some of our listeners, like hashtags Hanosaurus Rex. That was stupid. You know me.
You know me.
And I just want to try to get our base, our idea of what we're trying to do as a podcast, Nathan, is really was the end goal
I like that, Andrew.
of this topic of what I wanted to our listeners to actually hear what our purpose was. Because you listen to some of our episodes, they're silly, they're goofy, they're incoherent, right out nonsense.
Yeah, most of them.
But
sure.
but there is a purpose. There's an idea to stir up some conversation, to stir up some community, stir up some ideas, and literally to listen to some thoughts that we can all run through and maybe benefit and appreciate someday. And that's really the purpose for me is to grow through what this might produce.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I like
and
that sentiment.
and
Nice.
that's what I want to run through. And those are the thoughts that I wake up to is racing thoughts running through me because I run through thoughts. I love it. I like it a lot.
That was good, Andrew. I like that. Because yeah, we've never really had like a mission statement or like a proclamation or anything like that for this podcast. So
We've never had a purpose, like a real purpose of why are we trying to have other people listen to us?
Yeah, sure.
We're using it as a therapy and something to express for ourselves.
Sure.
But at some point, we want to be able to have others listen to us of what we're saying, and so we have to take what is growing inside us and create and express something that others will listen to. Which is another way to look at things, and sometimes things take years to create and curate. Sometimes it's simultaneously of what's happening there and then, but all takes energy. It's all takes thought. All takes purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's purpose put into something, then you're going to get something purposeful out of it. Hashtag frizz words.
Hashtag purpose. No, I always kind of looked at it that way in terms of I don't even if like nobody listens to this, it still like helps me in a way. It's not something I want to do just to grow it or whatever. It's something that truly helps me out in a way, in so many different ways. So it's like, you know what? I could really care less if anyone, if one person or a million people listen to it. It's like either way, it's fine with me because it just kind of helps me.
But how great
release.
How great is it when you realize something that you're going through? A lot of other people are going through the same and similar type situations, and to the things that you were saying, the things that you're doing, and the things that you're laughing about help someone in that same situation, and help them get through that. How amazing of an idea is that. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying
Right.
of an idea. Like
Possibility of that.
Yeah, exactly. How great is that?
That is nice. That is a good feeling that there is a chance that you can help someone in some kind of way, some shape.
Or them helping you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Or getting back at you and getting you on the direct message.
Ooh, yeah,
DM.
It's on the DMs on the slide into those DMs, ladies, and the old Instagram at Thought Runs Through It Podcast. Email us with questions, inquiries, business opportunities at cluelessandlark@gmail.com. And like Angie was saying, maybe you can help us out. So help us out. Give us some feedback, give some topics, give us some things that pertain to your life. Maybe here in Montana, maybe worldwide, maybe you're across the country, across the world. Who knows?
Pacific Northwest.
Probably not.
Yeah,
I
consider Missoula.
They're too cool up there.
I consider Missoula in the Pacific Northwest, even though it's not considered the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, so
because that is the one portion of Montana that is the closest to the Pacific Northwest. The rest is Montana.
Yes, that's very true.
The rest is
it's very close in the terms that it's almost unlivable here.
Yeah.
Everything's expensive, taxes are crazy high, and everyone's kind of an asshole. So, yeah. So I guess it is like Seattle.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Traffic's a bitch.
Yeah, traffic fucking sucks. Nobody's born here. Everyone's a fucking transplant. People take advantage of our great surroundings all the time, and then bitch about when we need to manage these areas. So no.
And then we all watch it burn down together.
Yeah, and none of us can afford a house here, which is nice because wages don't match what the housing prices are. So that's cool. Yeah, it sounds a lot like Oregon and Washington.
Perfect.
For sure.
Perfect. Pacific Northwest. Mm-hmm. That's a great route to put that on.
Yeah.
Well, nice spin-off, Nathan. That's why you're on the mic.
Fist bump.
That's why you're on the mic.
Fist.
Just want you to know, listeners, that was one of our magical power fist bumps.
Someone just got pregnant out of it.
Yeah.
And it was me.
Three
twins
sets.
There was a squirrel out there. I think one of them got hit too.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy. He's going to be real surprised when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, his nuts are going to be drained.
Ooh, boy.
Boy, yeah. That's us. A thought runs through it. We run through thoughts. We drink local beers. Like, I want to give a shout out to one of the shout outs we give to almost every...
It's almost every episode.
Every episode.
Yeah.
But Draftworks Scepterhead, again, we're drinking you tonight.
It's almost like we're doing it every episode. So it would maybe be cool if Draftworks threw us a bone once in a while.
I need a new hat. My dog needs a bowl. Maybe one of those new cool Yeti growlers.
Yeah. I found out a good way to sneak in booze to work.
Yeah? How's that?
In your belly.
In your belly, yeah.
So, hey, Draftworks, help me out. Yeah. I'm in that parking lot, baby. Ready to chug some beers before I walk in at 8 a.m. So, hook a brother up.
Hook a brother up, but giving a big shout out to our brothers just down the road from the attic, Draftworks Brewery.
I don't think I'll ever not call it Scepterhead.
It's
even though they're branding it as Scepter.
When I first went in there before they started canning,
right,
and they had it out of the tap, it was always called Scepterhead.
Yeah, it was literally like a garden hose. You put your mouth up to it.
Once Draftworks started canning it, it's just been Scepter. And even when I've walked in there, even on their reader board, it's been Scepter.
Yeah, you think it's a sexual thing?
I hope not.
You know how the connotation of scepter goes with sex.
Well, maybe so. Scepterhead was maybe too
suggestive.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. I like your thinking.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they couldn't brand it as well. You know what I'm saying?
But either way,
it's all about that marketing, baby.
Either way, Draftworks, you're doing a great.
You're delivering
you guys are
a hell of a product.
Fucking doing it right. I like your Pineapple Express. Your Myruka.
You guys are mixing.
Draftworks.
You're boiling. You add in the alcohol to the stuff that we like.
Yeast and barley. And
yep, all those things that
hops
take to make
a lot of hops.
Water.
A lot of hops.
A lot of hops.
Keep hopping it. So
They-
DraftWorks.
Well, they got like a jump rope or something.
They got a jump rope. So,
Lots of hops, get it?
so DraftWorks, keep doing it. Keep getting it real. We'll keep drinking you.
Wow, this was just a whole fucking commercial for these assholes.
Yeah.
You're not paying a shit, Andrew. Actually, we pay to drink their stuff.
Which
They're a little ungrateful. If you
that's
think
how
about
great
it.
they are, because I will continue to drink their stuff.
Oy, yeah, you're right. I probably won't stop either. The Pineapple Express is dope, though.
It is
It's
dope.
one of my favorites.
Well, on that note, Pineapple Express. Bum.
Watch the movie too. That's one of my favorite movies. Lots of good quotes from that one. I.e., I thought hurricane season was over. That's one of my favorite ones because nobody knows what the fuck it means, and most people don't know where it's from. So when like you can use it in certain times.
Speaking of which, what are you talking about?
So like you can use that in certain times, like if someone's holding like a lot of boxes and drops one, and you're like, "Oh, I thought hurricane season was over," and then everyone laughs and everyone has a good time, and then that asshole has to pick up that box. So, which usually me.
So you like putting down other people? You like to be a negative Nancy?
Not to their faces, no.
I'm not even worse, to their behind their back.
Mostly to myself.
Okay, if it's yourself, is different. If it's out loud to other people, then you might be crossing a line. But if it's yourself making fun of other people, and you're just carrying on with your day,
yeah. You like the best example I have is someone who doesn't know how to use the keypads at the grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
And to myself, I'm like, this.
Yeah.
Fuck. It'd be easier for you to write a check. Just write a fucking check.
It says push green.
Do I swipe or insert?
Well,
Do I insert?
Well, even before it was swipe or insert.
Yeah. No. It's a simple swipe, lady, and then you type in your 4 or 5-digit code, whatever the fuck it is, and then you're done. You're done. Maybe you got to say, no, I don't want no cash
this is
back.
what I don't understand. I don't understand the insert. I don't have a card that inserts. I'm old school.
So you don't know what it's like to
insert,
to masturbate to what that?
No.
Oh, it's a good feeling.
I don't masturbate.
The best part is
I'm Mormon.
the money shot at the end
I'm
when
Mormon.
it gives you the little beep 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 beep. Like the one at Target has the best sound. I.e., get the pull your fucking card out. Pull out before it's too late. And that's being a PSA from A Thought Runs Through It on pull out.
Pull out
or shell out for 18 years.
Or worry for 10 months that you might have a kid.
Right. Check out the old podcast.
Talking from experience.
Episode 15.
Father's Day.
It was the Father's Day one. Check out Father's Day.
Check out Father's Day episode.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Oh, man, Andrew, I don't know what the summer brings, but it's been kind of shitty weather, and I don't like it.
Well, it's going to bring a lot of moisture. It's brought a lot of moisture, so it's going to bring in a lot of growth. And that growth, it's going to grow and bloom and get beautiful, and it's going to be great. And then it's going to dry out, and then it's going to turn to kindling, and then everything around us is going to burn.
It's as they say on The Lion King, the circle of life.
Burn.
Yeah, so that's what our summer probably is going to have in front of us.
Burn.
A lot of this flooding has gone down.
Smoke.
I've seen some spots that look pretty normal now, which is kind of good.
This normal shoreline has been poking its head up.
Yeah. Our fishing adventure last weekend wasn't great because of the river still raging.
Roaring.
We haven't been able to get out floating yet. One, it hasn't been even nice enough.
Oh,
and two,
I wouldn't
the river's too
think
bananas.
about floating for like another 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, it's more like surfing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how fast you're going out there.
If you look and you are at Missoula downtown, check out Brendan's Wave.
Yeah,
where they have surfers year round.
Yeah, these
river surfers.
These crazy eunuchs out there, fucking surfing in February.
They got their bodysuits and they're surfing on the river when there's ice sheets up and down each side of them. They're surfing. These guys are crazy. They're focused. They enjoy what they're doing, and they're crazy Missoulians. So shout out to the surfers on Brendan's Wave. To all of you guys.
Sure.
I wish I was you.
I hope one of you dies.
It's not cool.
Well, I want to raise awareness for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're not being very safe out there.
Well, how
I
about
think
we
the only way to do it is someone has to die.
how about we use that in the story more tied with the lady who had to get pulled out from search and rescue from swimming in the river earlier because she was an idiot.
Oh.
How about
Well,
we
I
use one
can't
of
make fun
them,
of her
not
because
one of the
I also jumped
surfers
in a river
who do it
last weekend.
safely and have buddy watches and safety
It's true.
implements in place.
Well, someone has to be sacrificed once in a while, Andrew. I'm sorry.
Well, it
There's
is
gotta be a fall guy.
unfortunately every year it is somebody in one of the rivers around the surrounding area.
Oh yeah.
Someone goes down.
Not too long ago, an old man. No, I think it was his son. The old man got to the shore and his son passed away. I don't know if they found the body yet, but that was the upper Clark Fork, which is usually not typically that bad. So if you think of what the upper one's like, think about the gorge and shit. Like, holy fuck. So
it's like almost like the
water safety, kids. Water safety.
water safety coming up here, guys. Water
Yeah.
safety. If you're fishing, make sure you got your wading belts on. If you're fly fishing,
It could kill you.
and
It could kill you.
I gotta sneeze.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I think that's the first time I've seen you sneeze. That was
Holy
delightful.
shnikes.
You looked like you were like going to headbutt the window.
I thought I was gonna headbutt the window.
It looked like it came from the back of your brain,
It
like straight out of your neck.
Yeah, I slapped the front of my brain on the front of my skull, and I have whiplash inside of my cranium
Yes, you are like
from sneezing that hard.
you're more Chris Benoit now than.
But I've lived with doing that for so long. It's like, yeah, dude, let's do it again.
It's like a rush.
Yeah, it's a rush.
Whoa!
It's crazy. I can't see anything.
Have you heard about the Chris Benoit? You know who he is?
No idea.
You know who he is? He's
Chris who?
Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Benoit. He's a French Canadian WWE wrestler.
Benoit.
Mhm.
Okay.
He was big back in our day, so he was. I think he's with the WWE most of the time. He might have been with WWF too, but when they combined or whatever, he was a big like intercontinental champion all the time. He had this move called the cross-face crippler. He's like a wrestler, you know. It was really good. But anyways, he killed his wife and son, and then murdered himself, suicide, a couple of years back.
Wow.
Yeah, and how he killed himself was he tied a Bowflex around his neck and hung himself on his Bowflex.
Wow.
They did a survey on his brain, and he was like in full stage dementia. He had so many concussions over his career.
Oh yeah.
Being a professional wrestler. His brain was like an 80-year-old brain
For sure,
for being
yeah,
a 30-something-year-old
Understandable.
man. So
Understandable.
I feel like people should know more about that story. Like, even though it happened when we were like in middle school, I think. So,
Well,
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah. So,
good example of
yeah.
why you shouldn't have your kids play football anymore.
Good example why you should never have a Bowflex.
That's true too.
Yep.
Have you seen that movie Concussion with Will Smith,
No,
where he plays the South American doctor?
I just do the accents. What
That
is
is-
this? It's a
It was
concussion.
really eye-opening, and I've
What
seen
is
some
this?
documentaries around that subject matter, and specifically those people, and so I've seen some of the things accredited,
Your brain looks like a banana.
or I've kind of seen the truth of it all, and it's some scary stuff. Like there's, personally, I'm worried. Getting
You think you have CTE?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I've had numerous numerous concussions. I've had one major medical concussion that I got pulled out of a game.
High school?
Yeah, high school. And numerous other occasions, whether it be at practice or games, getting my AKA bell rung.
Yeah, sure. A stinger.
Yes, or stingers. or thinking like that was cool to get that feeling. Like,
Of your body going numb?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had that experience to the max and understand it, and I'm worried for maybe my brain starts to say, "Hey, you're getting older. You're dumb as fuck. You're getting older. You're gonna hit yourself in your balls. You're getting older. You're
So,
dumb as fuck."
so your brain becomes a shitty country artist?
Yeah, real shitty country artist.
Is that how is that what
Specifically,
CTE stands for? Country
deteriorating,
country town extravaganza?
deteriorating extravagant. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so
You had it. You hit it on the nail.
I'm sorry you have to listen to that song all the time. It sounds terrible.
Well, I hope I don't want to listen to that song all the time.
Well, listeners, let's put that together in some kind of remix form for Andrew so he can have the opportunity to listen to it as much as he wants. So
Yeah, forever.
We'll put that on the YouTube, which will be good.
On the YouTube, check us out. YouTube, search us. The Thought Runs Through It.
I think it's kind of fucked up that you can't spot CTE when they're still alive. Like, they can only find out that you had CTE like after they like cut your head open and take your brain out.
Yeah, because they need fragments of your
Like
brain.
that's why Junior Seau shot himself in the chest instead of blowing his brains out because he wanted someone to study his brain. Like how fucked up is that, man? Like one of the greatest linebackers of all time had to kill himself to prove a point. Basically, that's fucked up, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fucked up, and
really
we're just lapping up these gladiators. And I love football just as much as the next guy, but the sad part is there's always going to be people who came from a shitty situation and they're going to say, hey, man, we're going to pay you a shit ton of money to play football. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I look at it as my situation. No one was coming at my door and saying they were paying me any money. And I fell in love with the game the first 5 minutes I put my cleats on.
That's the difference, Andrew. We can change the rules.
Once I felt my cleats dig into that grass, I fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
But
we can change the rules at that level. I mean, technically, from the Pee-wees to high school, there could be a sweeping legislation that says no more helmets. Football can be more like lacrosse, where you take the helmets away, the pace of play is definitely going to go slower. You know, they're not going to fucking lead with their head, not going to tackle hard. It's going to be more like a rugby scenario. They could do that tomorrow if they wanted to, if something rolled that way. So they have the ability to change.
Perspective I've never heard.
Yeah, so they have the ability to change that at that level. But at the NFL, that's never going to happen. Or maybe at the college level. So those are the people that you should be worrying about, is the people who are promised this life of, like, hey, man, you're going to make a shit ton of money doing this. Also, your body's going to be wrecked at 45. You're going to think you're an 80-year-old man.
Well, no, that's just the thing. It's just the sports machine in the background that's going to keep generating those players and keep generating those that income to keep that going.
Well, that's my point. It's never going to go away.
No.
It's
Why
impossible.
do you think America has football and not soccer?
Right.
Because
even soccer.
Football is
soccer now at the lower levels, they don't allow headers.
Well, yeah,
you can't
I'm
header
talking
until
monetary,
high school.
Monetary. That's why the football's so big.
Oh yeah,
it's pure monetary enterprise.
Well, I guaranteed if we didn't have NFL, if American football was never guaranteed or invented, that fucking soccer would be the biggest.
Yeah, sport. Just like every other country in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And it would just be played, and it'll be played hard, and we'd all have a crazy fun time down at the pub, down at the street corner watching the game.
Oi!
But no, we're decisive between, was it 31 teams?
For the World Cup?
No, for
NFL?
NFL.
Yeah, 30, I think it's 31. Yeah.
31. That was a random guess.
It's either 31 or 32, but for some reason I think 31's right. Maybe and I want to agree with you, Andrew, so I'm agreeing with you.
Fact check this at A Thought Runs Through It. Check us out.
Yeah, we get more facts wrong than Fox News. Oh!
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I love Trump.
Says a guy who doesn't watch any TV anymore at all. So.
Yeah. fuck mainstream television. Listen to a thought runs through it. We've got the news. We've got what's up. We've got the news. We've got the booze. We've got
Should we
what's
talk
up.
basketball?
Talk basketball. We got talk basketball. What do you got? It's off season. J.R. Smith lost the
Yeah, we talked
finals.
about that. We talked about that.
J.R. Smith lost
I'm
the
talking
finals.
about the off-season moves, my man.
Yeah, what do you think's going down? There's only a day left for decision making?
That's right. To opt in or out of your contracts.
Yeah.
So here is
we got LeBron James still in the open.
Yep. So the rumors with LeBron are open talks with LA, open talks with Boston.
Yeah,
Celtics.
Boston. I heard that's a pretty good catch.
And open talks with Cleveland. And then he has also been spotted in Miami with Pat Riley and Coach Eric. I forget his last name. So there's an open outlets. Don't sleep on Miami. He might go back. He liked it there, obviously. So, but the big news is that LA is really pushing to get Kawhi Leonard
and LeBron
from San Antonio. And the reason why this is such an issue because they're in conference rivals, obviously. But here's the dilemma that San Antonio has. Kawhi Leonard has come out and verbally said. So he's a restricted free agent this year. So if he goes somewhere, he has to play for him that year. But next year, he is unrestricted. He can go wherever he wants. He has verbally said he wants to go to LA, whether it be the Lakers or the Clippers. Preferably the Lakers. So if you're San Antonio and you trade Kawhi to Boston, when you know sure as shit he's going to go to LA next year, wouldn't you rather get more assets from LA trading directly? Because we have more leverage that way.
Mm-hmm.
But also LA has leverage because we know like Kawhi's going to come to us in 2 years anyways. So we might as well make it this year kind of thing. So it's a very weird scenario. And I feel bad for San Antonio that they're in this position because I don't really know what happened nobody knows what happened between San Antonio and Kawhi. People guess it was
everyone
an injury
else got
thing.
old.
Well, I think it was an injury thing where they wanted him to play when they knew he was hurt.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the consensus, I guess. But I think it's very interesting because I'm a huge Lakers fan, so it's like I like the news, but I would rather have Kawhi Leonard on my team than LeBron James.
Well, I just don't want LeBron James and one of the Ball families playing together.
Well, that's the thing. They would have to maybe give up Ball to San Antonio.
Yeah,
to get
no,
Kawhi.
I really
think about
I'm not
LA.
a Lakers fan, and
No,
I don't
fuck the
really.
Balls.
I'm
Don't even talk
not a
about
big Lakers fan one bit. But if LeBron is thinking and ending his career at the Lakers, I do not think it's appropriate to do that with the Ball family. Let the Ball family go be douchebags somewhere else. And do not tie yourself into that unnecessary crap and end your career, win a couple more,
I don't
win
think
a
he's going
ring,
anywhere, though.
win another ring maybe, and end your career and go out on a good note at LA. If that's going to be it, great. Yeah. But don't do it with LeBron, don't set your feet in LA with the ball boy. Fuck that guy. He might be a nice dude, fun to party with. Great. Do it on the off season. You're balling against him. You're not balling with him.
Oh, Andrew's giving LeBron James advice.
I am. if LeBron hears me out,
invest in Apple.
No, if LeBron listens to this, I hope he understands that, like, I grew up balling. Like, I understand. We have the same mindset, my man. Like, great. You know, ball
well, historically, LeBron has not been good about surrounding himself with good people.
Yeah, you don't.
The only time he's ever been successful at that is in Miami, and the only reason they won the championship with Cleveland was because that roster was kind of established before LeBron.
Yeah, so
i.e., Kyrie Irving.
Surround yourself with good people, and don't surround yourself with flamboyance.
Oh, Ball's not flamboyant. His dad is. But that's not him.
Unfortunately, their kids are because of their dad.
Yeah, that's the sad part about it. But yeah, that guy's a douchebag. But Ball's not a bad player. The sad thing is, San Antonio doesn't really need a point guard, so I doubt they'll take him. But there's that Kuzma for LA, who was actually the better rookie last year. That San Antonio will definitely take. Yeah, probably Brandon Ingram too. So I think it's inevitable. I think Kawhi Leonard is coming to LA, whether it be this year or next year. The only question is, will LeBron follow? And if LeBron follows, will Paul George follow? And then you got your own triple fucking super team in the West Coast, baby. And then here we come.
Super team.
You know what? Fuck you, Golden State. Fuck you, Golden State. Fuck you, Kevin Durant.
Then we're straight to the finals for the 7th straight year in a row. Go LeBron.
No, like 9. I thought it was 7 this year. Or was it 8 this year?
Oh, I thought it was 6 this year.
No, I think it's like 8.
Oh, wow.
I think it'd be 9 if he goes next year.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, son. That's crazy. Look at that. That's a good
so that's been the sports corner.
That's good basketball playing. That's good basketball playing.
Who's that? Who's saying that? Jewish Andrew? No. My ears. Oh, jeez. Again, our producer is passed out after a good couple thrusts to his pillow. We'll say that. He has the life of Riley, that dog. I'll tell you what.
Tucker is out. Lights have been shut down.
He's like he's the Snoopy of this group.
Snoopy.
He's probably pretty quick and witty. He's always got that little yellow bird following him around.
Hey, Charlie Brown. I need some more hay for Tweety Bird.
Who's that?
It's Snoopy.
That's how Snoopy talks.
Snoopy. Hey, Charlie Brown. I wouldn't kick it.
Can I kick it?
I wouldn't kick the ball when she puts it down.
Oh,
She's just gonna pull it. She's just gonna pull it away. Don't kick it. I'm telling you, Charlie.
So when he talks, do they hear him? Or is he just like talking and dog talking? We can understand what Snoopy's talking about.
As an audience, I think we can understand.
But Charlie can't.
I don't think so.
Charlie B.
Charlie can because it's his dog.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense that you can talk to your own dog.
Yeah.
No one else's.
Yeah, so Charlie can and the audience.
But Pigpen can't. Or Lucy.
No.
Or the two dyke girls.
No.
Okay. Well, that makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Peanuts. That's been around for a long time.
They have. Classic.
Yeah.
American classic.
Yeah. I like when Snoopy dances. He goes parallel to the screen and kind of does like a crab kind of dance.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not have tried that at the prom once or twice.
See, what I like about these kind of characters is I liked them before they became motion pictures. And I liked them as what they were.
Oh, sure.
You know, like.
Speaking of which, did you hear that Showtime is coming out with a Halo TV show?
Gross.
That will be drafted around the original Halo Master Chief.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a big money grabber.
You're not excited about that?
No.
I wasn't either when I heard it.
No, that sounds like a bunch of garbage.
You know what would have been cool?
A bunch of waste of money.
If they did that 5 years ago.
Every $5 of money they spent on that, is it just another tick of my angry monster valve increasing of pain? No, fuck that shit. Like,
you like Halo?
Great. It was a good game, great game,
sure,
great game,
good game,
great game.
But
to make a TV show like that and spend probably millions of dollars to do that, like, give me a fraction of that to live life comfortably, or live life and help others. Sure. Because that's really all I want to be. I want to be able to live life comfortable, know that I have a roof over my head, and know that it's my space, and have that space, and help the society and the people around me. That's all I want to do.
Sure.
That's and why can't we just do that? But No, I don't know where I was going with that once again.
I don't know, Andrew.
Frizzle's rants. Frizzle's
rants.
Yeah, I just ranted. I ranted.
People being
If you remember what
assholes.
Frizz was ranting about, get us back at A Thought Runs Through It. Check us out. Clueless and Lark. Clueless and Lark. Clueless and Lark. Not Lewis and Clark, but Clueless and Lark. Clueless and Lark. Not Lewis and Clark, but Clueless and Lark. Clueless and Lark. Check us out. Clueless and Lark. Check us out. gmail.com.
We got to put that behind the paywall. People should have to pay for that. We can't make that free.
That's
that
a
was
bonus.
Gold,
That's,
bro.
That's a bonus epi.
So we were going to go to the baseball stadium tonight to do a brain fart.
And we might still do it.
We might. I don't know. We've been here too long though, Andy.
We've
been recording for a while.
Why not have a night record?
Night record? Maybe we'll just walk. Maybe we'll just take a little walk. I am hungry for some pizza. Maybe we'll go to the bio, get some pizza.
We can walk to the bio. That's a long way.
Oh, so is the stadium.
Ooh, Zoomies. Zoomies is right here.
Zoomies? Oh, Zimmerino's?
Zoomies, and then what?
Zimmerino's is pretty dope. They got that Zootown special.
Zimmerino's. Shout out to Zimmerino's Pizza, Missoula, Montana.
Yeah.
Classic pie in the sky.
Yeah. I say this as in, like, I respect everyone, but Zimmerino's hires retards. And I mean that in the sense of they don't know how to do their job. Not that they're retarded at working. Not retarded at, like, mentally handicapped. They are retarded at work.
Change that word with another word.
No. Retard means like you're not good.
You're spastic.
Either way, the employees there are on the goofy scale.
Spastic.
Are spastic.
They're
not good at their jobs.
They don't know what they're doing.
No, actually they do. They know how to make pizza. Good for them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, exchanging money, saying hello, looking someone in the eye, opening a window when someone is knocking on it, like, hello.
So then why don't you just tell them, like, I gave you money already? And just, like, make it confusing for them. You grab the pizza and just walk away. Because
I worry that they want to give me the pizza, Andrew. They'd be so confused that they would fall over. And
we'll get the conversation going until you get the pizza, and then infiltrate, like act like you're going to.
Sure.
And then be like, no, you're crazy. You're fuck you. You're crazy. And then I'm out of here.
Maybe that's why they have shitty employees, is they hire around them. So maybe they just walk down to the pub and say, hey,
you need a
job?
Hey. And if they do, good for them.
Could you? Yeah, sure.
You know, good
Some
for
of
them.
those people are looking for legit jobs, man.
If they want to work and try and become a
so maybe
productive
I'm being
member
too
society.
Hard on them. Maybe I'm being a tough
I'm all
parent.
for somebody trying to be a productive member of society, because that's all I'm trying to do.
Andrew, we just accomplished what this podcast is meant to be.
Yeah.
Is to learn and grow.
Learn and grow.
I was giving those guys shit, and I just realized I'm being too hard on them.
We just had a thought. We went right through it.
It ran through me like a warm cup of coffee on a Monday morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, yum.
Way out there.
No, that's yummy.
Splattery in a way.
Ooh, that's... I'm excited for Monday already. Just for that moment.
Can it be Monday?
Can it be Monday?
Can we just tell Sunday to get the fuck out?
Yeah.
Maybe next time, kid. Get out of here. Put the real professional.
I'm ready for the coffee.
I'm ready for the doldrums of fucking terrible Monday mornings.
But hey, thanks for your words, Nathan, for your words of encouragement and for the thoughts that we ran through. I just want to say you've got a good outlook and you see this world in a good place, and we've got to come together and hopefully get this world going in the right direction and believe in the things that are right and be considerate, be good, and be out there.
Yeah, just be good people. It's not that hard. How hard is it to hold a door open for someone? How hard is it to thank someone for something they didn't probably need the thanks for, but it sure makes them feel good? Like my earlier story about the guy who sent my tag back. You know what that deserved? It deserved a thank you. That's what I did. I wrote a little handwritten thank you note to my dude in Northwood, Illinois, or where the fuck he's from. Because that's what good people do. You establish these kind of norms of like, you can't do that, or yes, that's acceptable. You know, like we need to get back to the things that really um, make you feel good. And I'm not saying that in a self like perpetuating way. You know, I just want you to be like, you know, if it makes you feel good to help the old lady across the street, then do it. You know, because one, you're helping her out too. Like, good job. You're both helping each other out.
Being considerate
Yeah,
to your fellow
it's not
person
hard.
and being a contributing member to
If
society.
someone drops something on the floor, pick it up for them, help them up.
Check it out before you wreck it.
Yeah.
Be contributing.
And I will say that in a world that where we live in, here in Montana, that's the norm.
Yeah.
People are good people up here.
Yeah.
That's and we may seem very pessimistic, but I guess we're just a product of our media consumption that we see things terrible in other areas of this country that we love, and it's like, so we're trying to get that idea out there. Just be good to each other. But I will say, Montana as a fucking whole, good people, man. Like,
Yeah,
fucking
no,
people hold the door for you. People call you ma'am and sir. It's like it's
when
nice.
you have a friend in Montana, those are the type of friends that are gonna donate their kidney for you,
or they have a pickup truck and they're going to help you move next Sunday.
exactly.
Even though I got shit to do Sunday, fuck it, man. I'm going to come out and help you. Like that's legit.
exactly.
The people that live here.
Yeah, fuck moving because that shit sucks. But that's a good point.
Especially when you're not able-bodied.
Yeah, and in Montana, there's just the wholesome humbleness. I think with the general Montana person.
Yeah,
I think it's important to understand that that's what makes Montana so great. We understand our space.
I got a good story for that.
And Nathan has a good story for that.
So I have a sales gal who I had her come over to Missoula, and she's
A sales gal because you sell what?
Air.
You sell air. What do you do? I don't know. You're a sales gal. I don't know what
She
sales
sells
gal.
air. Airtime.
Airtime.
baby.
Okay.
She sells
Okay.
air.
So you're
She
working.
sells time.
You're working for a company. You're working for a TV company in town,
Sure. Yeah.
and you're selling airtime.
Kinda. Sure.
Kind of. You're selling
Right.
some sort of product from this other station to this gal.
Yeah, no, my sales gal works for me.
Oh, okay.
She's the sales gal.
Oh, okay.
I'm her manager.
Oh, you're managing.
She came over to Missoula to train with me.
Oh, okay. You're training this
and
gal.
I sent her back to Bozeman.
Oh,
right?
you sent her.
I casted her out.
Did you send her? How'd you send her?
Out of the
Did
frying pan into the kitchen, my man.
Did you send her
I said,
hard?
You drive till you run out of gas. And that's exactly what she did, Andrew. She thought there was a gas station in Gold Creek.
There's not.
There's definitely not. You know what she did? She pulled over into
She
Gold
got
Creek.
over to the pass and
She's fucked. Yeah, she made it past Drummond. Now she's in Gold Creek and not quite Deer Lodge.
Oof.
A little geographical knowledge for you guys
Oh,
there.
yeah, Western Montana
roads. Anyways,
If you listen.
she pulls over. Nice young man running, jogging, stops, says, "Can I help you, ma'am?" She goes, "Yes, ran out of gas. Can you tell me where the gas station is?" She said, "There's not one here." He's like, "Hang on, let me call my brother. He'll come down to take your gas and get you on your way." So this is in the middle of nowhere in Gold Creek, Montana, because she went and drove where like the Can't Make a Dream shit's at.
Yep.
These people come running down, put in 10 gallons of gas for her, which at these prices is $30 worth of gas into her car. She said she made it all the way to Bozeman on that tank of gas. Sweet people,
Believe it.
helping people out.
Believe it.
So that's the country we live in, folks. And if you're unfortunate enough to be listening to us from the other 49 states or wherever you're at,
Fuck you. Don't come here.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You're missing
We
out.
love you. Come visit. Come enjoy. Come have
Come
a
visit
conversation.
and
more
then leave.
importantly, more importantly, come have a conversation.
Yeah.
Come enjoy.
And then
with
more
the-
importantly, Get the fuck out.
Jokes.
No, really.
But really.
You come here. We like your tourist dollars, and then get the fuck out. They help my taxes go lower, which is nice.
Yeah, but Montana's a pretty amazing place.
It pretty is, Andrew.
Enjoy the rivers.
Pretty is.
Enjoy the rivers. Like, you don't think there's any,
but not now, Andrew. They're too dangerous.
There's not a beach. Oh, there's beaches everywhere on the river. Everywhere there's beaches. Sandy beaches.
Yeah. The ones that get up in your crotch. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about, like, real sandy beaches.
Like the ones you need to get, like, a sandblaster.
Yeah.
To get, you know, those hard to reach areas.
They just get creviced everywhere. Those granules just get creviced in every...
You feel like you're Luke Skywalker on Tatooine.
Ooh,
lots of sand.
Lots of sand.
Star Wars joke.
No shit.
Not joke, reference. R2-D2.
This is a great character.
Yeah. R2-D2.
So, thanks for listening to us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Andrew, we had a good time.
We wouldn't be here without you, the listener. We really enjoy your time.
The tens of listeners.
More importantly, we enjoy your thoughts. And so, give us your thoughts. Give us your ideas. We want something to do, and we don't want to try to reach out to local celebrities or local business owners or anything like that.
Even though we could, because we're that connected.
We want to talk to local people.
Yeah,
we
want
the everyday average Joe. We want to talk to anybody and everybody.
We want the guy passed out at Charlie B's.
Exactly. Whoever, and we want to hear your story. We want to hear who you are. And we want to create a moment with you. And so let us know. Reach us out at A Thought Runs Through It at Instagram,
YouTube, Twitter. And then you can email us at cluelessunlark@gmail.com. You know, ask us anything, because guess what? We have the option to answer yes or no. This has been A Thought Runs Through It podcast, Andrew. I thank you for having us here at the attic with the producer extraordinaire, Tucker Jefferson for Zoop. I'm Nathan.
I'm Andrew.
And this has been A Thought Run Through It.